We got some big news for all you BioShock fans. It's my favorite game of all time, my favorite series of all time. We got a little update on the movie. Terrifying, I know. Video game movies have a bad rap. Borderlands, Doom. Sorry, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, but that movie was garbage. I personally like the Resident Evil movies. A lot of people hate them, though. Video game movies, typically 90% of the time, are absolute dog water. IGN got some info. I'll provide the link down below on the YouTube. But talk to Roy Lee. Now, I haven't heard this name before, but I looked up his resume. I mean, here's just a couple of the movies he's worked on. He worked on Weapons, Grudge, It, Poltergeist, Death Note 2017. He's got a pretty good history. So that gives me a little bit of hope. Not a lot, but a little bit. Another thing that kind of stuck out to me was he said it's a tricky adaptation, so there's a lot of things to figure out and get right. Very true. BioShock has a pretty diehard fan base. I know if they mess this up, I'm going to be a little upset. Not going to lie. Because I've always wanted BioShock to be a movie. So if they mess it up, I want to be a little upset. But the concerning thing is that after he says that, he says there's regime changes at Netflix. And so things stall out and get re-energized and stall out and get re-energized. I think we're in a pretty good place, honestly. Now that's concerning because they started it, changes at Netflix. Started it, changes at Netflix. That's never a good sign, brother. That's never a good sign because whoever the small dick CEO is or whoever the regime change was, they're going to want to make changes and, it's not a good sign. But what do I know? I'm just a dude talking. Looking at the comments, though, on this IGN article, a lot of people are thinking the same thing. WTG Hookshot says, I expect this movie to turn out like the Borderlands movie. Unfortunately, a lot of people are saying do not ruin this. The game is too good to be ruined by a movie. I don't know how true this is, but this guy said absolute travesty. After all these years, it's going straight to streaming. This film absolutely deserves 70mm IMAX. If this does go straight to streaming, this movie, if they do it right, aesthetically would look great on IMAX. But that's pretty much the highlights of the article. I'm very excited. My expectations are very low, of course. Video game movies, 90% of the time, never work out. But we'll see. What do you guys think of this? What do you want to happen? What do you not want to be in the movie? Let me know.